Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another Toyhax.com sponsored video. But before I get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're watching this video right here and are not a subscriber of Patriot Prime Reviews, please consider hitting that subscribe button right now. It won't cost you a thing, but will help me and my channel out tremendously. Now, on to the decals. And the set we're looking at in this video is for Transformers Studio Series Megatron. And this decal set includes 11 decal sheets on a combination of foil and vinyl backing. And this set gives you multiple options to make Megatron your own. So now, without further ado, let's take a look at the mighty Megatron, both before and after Toyhax decals. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews.
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers Reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, breathing life to dreams.
In robot mode, straight out of the packaging, Megatron looks awesome and very faithful to his animated counterpart. Bringing him in for a closer look, let's start with the head, where he's got some nice red painted eyes. He's got some black up there for his brow, kind of an off-white face. Moving on down to the chest, nice big purple Decepticon insignia with a silver outline. For his ab control panel, we have a red square here, 3 blue circles, a yellow rectangle. On the sides of his abs, it is painted red. Moving on down, let's see, he's got a black waist, gray legs, kind of a darker gray for the shins, dark gray on the top of the foot, and gray feet. With the arms, they're all done up in gray except for the red biceps. And then he has his fusion cannon kind of done up in a light black or gunmetal, and then you've got a little bit of red right there. Now let's bring in Megatron in his little gun mode, because I know this is getting some decals as well. It's all gray, got a little purple Decepticon insignia there, black for the scope, and black for the barrel. So there you go, guys, Megatron in robot mode before and after. And as I said in the intro, you do have multiple options to change up the looks of your Megatron. There's a G1 toy inspired look, there's an armor plated look, and then there is cell shaded, which is the look I went for, and I think that was actually the harder choice because I have translucent decals that I had to apply to this light plastic. So bringing in Megatron for a closer look, let's start with the head, where he gets these brand new red eye decals that look great. Love the way they catch the light. There is cell shaded decals for the helmet. You have them right here on the front. For the forehead, they're on the sides. They go up the side and wrap around the back. And while we're on the back, we got more cell shaded decals for his back cannon. Cell shaded decals here for the back. There's a big one that covers this whole section, a little section right here and right there. Also, we've got new red decals for the waist. The waist is red along the sides, but now with these decals, it goes all the way around. So back to Megatron's chest, he has a big cell shaded decal right there on the front, along with a brand new Decepticon insignia. I chose a wider insignia. You do have options with a narrow one, but I like that wide one. I think that's a little bit more imposing. New decals here for the vents, decals for the blue circles, and there is a little silver decal right there inside that red. Yellow decals right here on the waist. Almost forgot. Gray decals in the chest vents right here. There's a decal here for the center of the crotch. Little black decal here and here. Black decals here. And let's see, moving on down with the legs, we got more cell shaded decals on either side of this molded in section for the middle. So we got 2 sides here, 2 sides there. On the inside of the leg, we have some yellow decals. Outside the leg is more cell shading, along with a silver decal right there with some black. Let's see, inside of the legs, we've got red, yellow, black, all kinds of multiple decals on the inside of the legs. outside the legs, we've got red. Now with these, pay close attention to which one you use. They are shaped different. So there are red circle decals for inside the legs, red circle decals outside. There's a decal right there along the bottom. Let's see, blue decal right here on the shin, gray decal here right above the foot, and cell shaded decals for this little bluish section on the center of the foot, and cell shaded decals on the outside of the foot. You can tell right there and here. Let's see, back to the arms. If you open the arm up, there is circuitry decals here on the inside. So when he opens his arm, you can see some circuits. There is a gray silver decal right there. More cell shading decals here on the arm. There's a yellow piston right there in the bicep. On the side of the arms, we got some yellow, gray, and silver. Gray here, silver there. What am I missing? There's a lot. I don't think I went over the black and silver decals that went up here in these recesses. And I believe that covers robot mode. Now let's take a look at his fusion cannon, which gets some decals as well. You got these red decals here on the front, a black decal that wraps around the front of the barrel. You got a armor plated decal that goes right there. Yellow and blue on the sides. You kind of got some, I don't know what it is. Looks like when you're twisting a scope, you got the little notches right there. There's a decal. Decal here, decal here, here. Decal that wraps all the way around. You have a purple crosshairs on the back. And the hardest decal for this whole set is decals that go inside the fusion cannon. So it has like this purple energy blast. There's a decal that goes right on the bottom. It wasn't too hard to apply, but then you've got this one that goes inside the barrel. I'm hoping the light is catching that right. That was a pain to put in. What I ended up doing, it's one long decal. I cut it into 3 sections so I could place it in there, and it overlapped each other and actually looks pretty good. So there is the fusion cannon. Next up is Little Megatron, which gets a lot of nice G1 throwbacks. He gets a decal of a trigger, so that goes on both sides. You get the G1 filigree right there on both sides. One does not have a Decepticon insignia and one does, so pay attention to which one you're putting on because the original pistol did have a Decepticon insignia on it. We've got black decals for the barrel, here, 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 around the tip and the front. And if you look closely, you can see these silver stripes just like the G1 gun. There are also black decals on the scope, a green lens on the front, and a green crosshair on the back. So that is pretty slick. So there you go, Megatron in robot mode after. In tank mode, straight out of the packaging, Megatron really doesn't look that bad, and he actually is pretty faithful to how he looked in the animated movie.
Boo this man!
All jokes aside, this isn't a bad looking tank. Here on the top, we've got the fusion cannon and his back cannon forming the turret. Let's see, we've got the big purple Decepticon insignia right there. Lots of great sculpted detail right here on the side of the tanks, along with the black treads. You got the wheels, you got the molded in rivets. The back is the gray from Megatron's legs. Let's see, really, there's not much. I mean, it's gray, it's black, it's got a Decepticon insignia. Tank mode could use some work. So there you go, guys. Megatron in tank mode before and after. Now that's an intimidating looking tank. I loved what Toyhax did for Megatron's tank mode. You don't see any of that in his robot mode. That is awesome. So starting here with the sides, you get these new decals. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decals that go all along the side of the tank, which adds some armor plating and some vents and some doors. Man, that just looks so cool. Now you do have options. You see here at the end where it says Walther P38, you have an option that has a Eagle with M84 CCVL FC8. Not sure what that is, but I had to go with the Walther P38. And also, see all of these little holes where the decal fit over the sculpted in rivets? That is a lot of holes to pick out of decals, so that takes a while right there. He also gets this really cool decal that's red and shows his sword, and that's a decal that Toyhax came up with, maybe to represent Megatron's gladiatorial days. But there's options. You can use a Decepticon insignia, but I like that one. I like the way that red pops. So, of course, you get that on both sides. Here on the front, he gets this new plating decal right there for the very front of the tank. Now, if you chose the armor-plated chest for robot mode, it would really blend in with the tank right here, but I guess the cell shading doesn't look too bad. There's also armor plating here, 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 and here. So lots of decals right along the top of the treads. And the front of the tank, we've got a black decal here and a tank license number. On the turret, these are on the robot arms. You got some armor plating here, new decal here, and up top we've got chrome, gray, and yellow. And then you've got the turret with the fusion cannon, and all those decals really look good in tank mode. On the back, we've got decals from the legs with the metallic blue, the red, the gray decals right there, and the cell shading carries over pretty good. Back of the tank, we got tail lights, we got yellow light here, red and yellow, and decals right there that wrap around the bottom of the foot for, I guess, more tail lights. So all in all, man, I love the look of tank mode. And the very front of the barrel, you can see the cell shading for the back cannon. So yeah, that looks really, really good and has made that tank mode quite impressive. So there you go, guys, Megatron in tank mode after. As usual, Toyhax did an outstanding job with their decal set for Studio Series Megatron. Now I do want to go over a couple of things that I missed. If you decide to go the G1 toy route, the decal has raised ink for the filigree. Let me see if you can hear that. So that's pretty cool right there. There are also some G1 Easter eggs with this set that reference an old G1 cartoon, the Mini-Bots. If you open up Megatron's chest, there's a decal here on the inside that is the heart of Cybertron. It has this really cool reflective glitter that makes it look awesome. So shutting the chest back up and going back to that Mini-Bots episode, there's also, if you open up the fusion cannon, there's a decal right there that says Brawn was here. If I can get it to focus in, it kind of has Brawn drawing some graffiti on Megatron's fusion cannon. Watch this decal. As you can see, I've messed mine up a little bit. Make sure it's down low because that hinge will catch it. But it's an option and kind of a fun detail if you don't plan on transforming your Megatron into a tank much. There's also an option if you're a Skybound Comics fan. There are eye decals that show wires coming out of the eye sockets, along with these decals that show wires that will go right here on his chest. And I said circuitry earlier for underneath the arms. Those are wires as well. So all in all, man, I love this decal set. It is a challenge, especially if you do the cell shaded look, because trying to line up those clear decals on this light plastic was a pain in the butt. But I love the look of the robot mode now, and I really think it's so cool that when you transform him into a tank, those different decals that don't show it all in robot mode really make the tank pop, aside from the chest that I pointed out earlier. So if you happen to have a Transformers Studio Series Megatron, I highly recommend this decal set from Toyhax.com. And don't forget, when you visit Toyhax, use my monthly promo code to save yourself 15% off your order. But be advised, that code does expire the end of the month. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do have a super thanks button, and I also offer channel memberships. And I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to all my current channel members, because it's your support that helps keep this channel going. Once again guys, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!
More room to display, making content and doing it well. This is like a grown-up show and tell. Cotton bros are in the chat, they're the reason my wallet ain't fat. I love my subs, my fans, and the rest. We all know G1 is the best. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.